It's raining outside. I'm really sleepy. I picked a good day to film. Hi, welcome to our first ever pilot video for this channel. My name is Patricia Ysabel from the Philippines, and I have a lot of interests, so whether that be
art, makeup, music, theater, horror, supernatural, metaphysical,
whatever your cup of tea is, do subscribe, because this channel will basically be a plethora dump of all my interests. Probably not the best thing to do on YouTube, but you know, just do it. So as you have probably guessed with today's title, we are going to be talking about all things hair and my transition into CGM. However, two things. Disclaimer, I am not a professional hairstylist, nor am I a hair specialist. All of these hair specialists that are gonna review this, if ever by chance they do stumble across this video and decide to film their reactions to this, please do note that I am fairly new to CGM. I've only discovered this last month. I've only been half a month into transitioning, but I decided to film this video today because my hair, it's a pretty good wash day and I've got nothing on my hands, so I thought I wouldn't have another good day to film. So before we talk about my hair type, however, and the current products that I use to maintain my waves or curls, I will talk about my hair history. So I'm guessing we have to start from the very beginning.
Start from the very beginning.
Anyway, here's a picture of me when I was around like 4. I don't think we need to go way in deep into this, but as you can tell, my hair wasn't that curly yet. My parents didn't think I would end up curly, but my hair was visibly thick. It was on the coarse side, and especially in the Philippines with the humidity, the heat, my hair would always poof. So my hair was always in clips, pinned back, or kept in a bun, or cut short. I don't think I really did much to my hair at this age. Who does? But my regular routine was just shampoo and conditioner. I didn't really fuss about it poofing in the middle of the day because we just tie it up or we'd brush it out, and that was just basically it. And I thought I had pretty good hair at that time. I didn't really think of it as a problem, as a hindrance for having thick hair, until I went to school. At the time, I thought my hair was pretty standard, like everyone had the same hair as mine, until I went to school and I realized
that there were different hair types.
I was woke. Okay, I was super woke, and I'd look at my classmates and some of their hairs were thin, some of their hairs were brown, some of them were curly ringlets, some of them were pin straight, and I would just stare at them in awe, like, why can't my hair be like that? Here's the thing though, when I was growing up, mestizas were the in thing.
They were the popular girls, you know, all the boys liked them. They loved their straight hair and beautiful eyes.
Not that I'm hating on mestizas, okay? You guys are pretty, but I'm just reliving my high school insecurities right now. So I basically grew up surrounded by mestizas, and even like my mom's friends or daughters are halfies, and I would be the only Filipina, pure Filipina, hanging out with them, and I just felt like I stuck out like a sore thumb. Regardless, going back to my hair, this was around the time where I think I started going to my first salon where I had it cellophane. Keratin and rebonding wasn't a thing yet around that time, or I was still too young to have my hair rebonded, so there was a thing called cellophane. I don't know if this thing still exists, but I would have my hair cellophane to kind of relax it a bit and keep it manageable. So I think that was my first experience at the salon. However, of course, that salon trip was a one-time thing. It wasn't like a regular visit that I would go to once a month because my hair was pretty thick. And depending on the thickness of your hair, the pricier the payment gets.
Girls who have their hair keratin know this.
To fix that, I have my hair blow dried a lot. So after my showers at night, I remember me and my mom staying up late in the wee hours of the morning because my hair was just so thick, going with the roller and just stretching it out.
I love you.
But I just think that's what changed my wave pattern into puberty. So this is what my hair looked like when it was blow dried. And as you can see, despite the blow drying, the cowlick was still pretty evident. So no matter what we do, even later on when I'd have it keratined, the cowlick was still there. So fast forward into my teens when I was in high school, I would still just do the regular wash of shampoo and conditioner and then blow drying it after and not even thinking about heat protectant. So in my teens was when I started having my first rebond. I remember it took almost the whole day for me to straighten my hair because that's just how thick it was. So it wouldn't always be, again, a regular thing because of the time, how costly it was. It was just too damn expensive. But to compensate for the lack of hair treatments, it was just constant blow drying. So I'm just gonna flash a message that my friend sent me a week ago in Instagram. I share a lot of my CGM journeys on Instagram.
Want to follow? It's just the link is down below.
Recently, she just messaged me saying like, "Oh, I remember we're saying once that you didn't understand the texture of your hair." Basically, my frustration with my hair texture started in high school because I realized that my hair pattern was just not making any sense. And oh, I forgot to mention, when I hit puberty, that's when I
Developed dandruff.
I would try not to put anything on my hair that would cause oil buildup because my scalp was oily, and my dandruff is caused by an oily scalp, not a dry scalp. So my mom would also tell me that put more oil in your hair or your scalp, it would just aggravate it. So nothing like shea moisture, nothing coconut oil, it would just make my scalp worse. Schools in the Philippines are very strict when it comes to grooming, and basically there's like a standard you have to follow. So I don't think I severely colored my hair into a different color yet. It would just be brown, sometimes light highlights. So again, I didn't think it was doing any serious damage to my hair up until, again, I graduated from high school. And then I moved to an artsy school, and I think around this time I colored my hair red. I had to have it fixed because I ran out of hair dye because my hair was just too long and thick that the product and the box dye was not enough.
No, I'm sorry, Brad Mondo, but I
we had to fix it. Ended up needing to go to the salon to have it remedied, and then they had to bleach it, I think, but my hair didn't get severely damaged because it was my virgin hair. So it was my first time bleaching, and I think they only bleached it once. So I realized this is gonna be too long of a video if I keep on going into detail, but to sum it all up, I'd have regular keratins, salon treatments, cuts, dyes, all that jazz. Around this time, you'd think, did she discover hair gel or curling tools or straightening tools or heck, a hair mask? No, she just still kept going with her usual routine of
Green silk and clear.
fast forward into the present.
Coronavirus. Quarantine.
Yep, you guessed it.
A girl went cray with her hair.
Couldn't handle the cabin fever. I decided to go to Mercury. Buy my first box dye after years. And I think it was Revlon. No, L'Oreal. I got L'Oreal. And I started with a light brown. And it turned out okay. My mom basically did it, but I wanted it lighter. So then we got a lighter one. And then I would be alternating between light and dark. So first month into quarantine, that's when I decided to dye my hair. Of course, because my hair was dark, I needed to have it bleached. So the first bleach set that I got was too small for my head of hair. The ends were just, some parts were bleached and the others were not. And then I got another bleach, and then I bleached it for the second time, and I still couldn't reach my back. So then it would just be these parts of my hair that were bleached. And then the third time did I learn my lesson.
No.
I still bleached it around this area, and they were white. So I realized I was in jeopardy, and I had to call a friend. So my friend helped even it out, but still, of course, the parts that were white
Turned severely white and severely damaged.
because I bleached it around 5 times. So for proof and reference, this is what my hair looked like, pink.
Okay, so hi, this is Editing Pat here. I just realized I don't have any pictures with me pink. So yeah, you just have to take my word for it.
I also have a picture of me bleached. I still don't know why I didn't learn my lesson the last time I had my hair bleached, but somewhere around this year, the reason why my hair was cut short was because I had it bleached again, because I was planning on dyeing my hair. Guess what?
Blue.
Of course, your girl finally came to her senses and decided, I think it's high time I had it done professionally. So I had it done in a salon, and they still had to bleach my hair 3 times. And at the time, my hair was cut into a bob, and I had bangs. So I'm laughing because I wanted it to look like highlights. So I'd have some strands that were black and some strands. My top head was, some of my top hairs were black, and the rest was blue. So I got my blue dye from Shopee. That was a pretty good dye though, I'm not gonna lie. I think it was like shampoo based dye. So when they placed it, they were like, oh, it's bubbling. I think that wasn't permanent dye, it was semi-permanent, but then again, all colored hair colors are kind of semi-permanent, so it faded pretty quickly. And then I watched, I think, a documentary of Princess Diana, and I just decided, because my hair was so damaged, I
Wanted to get my hair cut like Princess Diana.
hence the reason why my hair is in this awkward length right now. But before I dyed it brown, I kept it blue for a while, and then I dyed it black early this year. It's my hair history. Pretty wild, I know.
Brad Mundo, I'm sorry.
If you're watching this, I've learned my lesson. So, discovered CGM, the curly girl method. Actually, when I was in college, I think I read an article about a Filipina girl who tried the CGM for the first time, but I didn't think I fell into the category of CGM because, again, my hair wasn't coily, nor did it curl and ringlet. So I think we all have this misconception that hair is basically like goes into a curl pattern like this. So it was only, I think, in mid-May that I discovered CGM again, when my friend posted a story of her trying out the routine. And me and my friend, we have the same hair type. We also don't understand our hair texture and pattern. So when she tried it, she actually said she had some positive reviews about it, and I decided to do more research into CGM. And then I was seeing a lot of CGM curly girls on TikTok explaining what CGM was, and then they would say that if your hair looked like this and my hair looked like that, it was most likely curly. So this is the current situation we've got going with my hair. It's still, as you can see, transitioning. My hair type, I think, falls into the 2A, 3B category. Sometimes it 2A looks 2A right now, but some days it can range to 3B. But right now it's 2A. And I think that's because my hair is only like 90% dry. It's still pretty damp because I just took a shower. Again, my hair takes forever to dry because
It's so thick.
first week into the transition, I wasn't particularly happy because, again, like I said, my hair scalp rather is oily. So I have dandruff, which is caused by oily scalp. So it made my hair extremely oily and I got a lot of dandruff. But then after a while, I think after a few, like 5 weeks into it, that's when it started to normalize. And I was a bit surprised because research that I did, that's actually pretty fast for it to normalize into CGM. Just did some research on the group, but I wouldn't buy the said specific products.
Kasi ang tigas ng ulo ko.
And I live around Rockwell area, so I'd only venture out here in Rockwell to find specific items. And most of the items that were suggested were not available. But funny, because the ones that were available for curly hair here in Rockwell are the expensive ones.
Hi again, Editing Pat. Again, I'm sorry ang kalat ng first video ko. Malapit na ito matapos, I promise. But I just realized na I didn't talk about the hair products I used, but I did use Mother Nature, Human Nature pala, and Not Your Mother.
So ladies and gentlemen, that concludes my long AF journey with my hair. And thank you for sticking around to the end of this video. I'm quite surprised you're still here because this was a long one. And considering as how this is like my first pilot video, thank you so much for showing your support. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more future stuff from me, I guess that's all I have to say for now, and stay tuned for the next video. Bye!